So did you guys get a chance to look at last month's minutes?
I did.
Any questions, comments?
No.
I don't have any notes.
All right, I will move to accept them as submitted.
I will second.
Great. So then to vote for them to be submitted, Lynette Wheeler, yes. Beth Christensen.
Yes.
All right. Accepted as submitted unanimously. And we will move on to Bob's director's report.
Okay, so not too much, new.
Yeah.
I take it you had a chance to look through it.
Yep.
One thing, we have this product that I mentioned in the last meeting, Brain Fuse. So that is up and live now. There's a link to it on our website and an announcement there about it. And related that we paid is ours. The total for the product was $3,000 in Boylston. We're sharing this product with them. We collaborated. It seemed like a natural where we have the joint school system and everything. So they paid $2,000. The $1,000 that we paid came from our Friends of the Library group.
Oh, nice.
So they have raised a lot of money. And speaking of COVID, during that time, they didn't spend as much on programming and things since we didn't do as many programs or anywhere near as many. So I asked them to pay for it. When I originally, I was going to take it from the library budget. I requested it on the warrant, and I was ready to have a check sent to Brain Fuse. But in the meantime, Boylston had already paid for the entire product and was looking for us to reimburse them. So I contacted accounting office, and they wanted me to get a letter that said that they paid it. And I had already, Brain Fuse had already sent a message saying, they gave the check number and everything, that they had received full payment from Boylston. But the accounting office still wanted me to get that letter from them. And I got a little annoyed about that. So, but in any case, I thought, and then the Boylston Library Foundation were the ones who paid for their part of it. So I thought, maybe our friends group, they have $6,000 on hand. So we talked about it and they voted on it, and they voted that they could supply the money. So right now we're just trying to get the word out on the Brain Fuse. They're having a parent camp at Toronto this week. So, and we're looking at other ways to advertise it. It's, primarily for high schoolers. And you can take a look at it. When you go to the site, there's a link there on our site to it. There's a tutorial.
There it is. I got it right here.
Yeah.
Brain Fuse Health Now.
And you just enter your library card number. So you do have to have a library card number to access it.
Beth.
You would have to have either a Boylston or a Berlin library card. It'll be tied to the prefix on the card. And so that's Brain Fuse. What else we got here?
It's very nice. It looks good too. Like
nice, I did like a workshop, a webinar with them before we decided to join in and get the product. So, yeah, I think the biggest concern from anyone was just, getting people, to use it, to know that we have it.
Right.
And we've never been able to do a lot with, homework help here. We don't have the space. And a lot of libraries have students doing homework help, almost on a daily basis, but we weren't able to provide that much in that area. So hopefully this will work out well.
I think
I don't have too much else to report. that we haven't talked about already. I am doing community read, always fun, at BMS Thursday morning. So that's what just go in and they bring you to a classroom, you read to the children. So last year was the first time I've done it. This is going on 10 years. So usually the youth services or Karen had actually done it for years as well. So
Nice.
yeah. And I have been cleaning out my office files. Thought you might want to know.
No.
I just want I don't want the new person to faint when they come in, like I nearly did when I came in. That wasn't
So
that
this
bad.
for me?
Wasn't that bad, but you have to be motivated to do these clearing out files and things like that.
Yeah.
And I think that's all I have, unless you have questions.
You go, Beth?
I guess the only question I do have is going back to the brain fuse, and
Yes.
maybe I missed something because I was looking at it, I was writing notes. What are you doing to get the word out?
Well, the parent camp is one thing. So Boylston Library will be there, and Sarah will be there. And, we're hoping to have something sent home to every family, just like a little flyer.
Okay.
And so that's one
And in
thing.
the email.
We're going to try to put something up here in the library.
Okay.
If we can get some material.
I'm just trying to think if there's any way that maybe recreation can help. I know it's,
Sure, yeah.
a little bit different types of things, but it might be something that maybe we could do something together on.
Do you have any kind of a mailing list that you?
Not yet.
Yeah. So Sarah, it will
idea.
go out. Sarah's mailing list is up to a couple hundred people right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
And
good.
it's mostly families. So
yeah, of course.
so that will reach. We're just so limited in this town and with what we can do. We can do it something on Facebook page.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can talk to. I actually have a meeting Thursday. With recreation, so that's something I can bring up with them and just see if there's something maybe we can get together on. We're gonna start discussing some stuff that we want to do with recreation, and that's something that I can bring up to help promote that in a sense.
Yeah.
So,
no, without anything you can do there, that would be great.
yeah. All right. I just wanted to check with you to see if there was anything that, I might be able to do to help. So.
All right.
Thank you, Bob. I'm all set otherwise.
All right. And I'll move to accept the report as submitted.
I second.
All right. Vote to accept it. Lynette Wheeler, yes. Beth Christensen.
Yes.
All right. Accepted as submitted unanimously. And on to the financial report.
All right, so we're a little more than halfway through the year, and spending is fine. We still have money. That's good. We're 58% of the way through the year, 58.3%. I don't really have anything much to say. We're continuing to spend. I should mention that, say the money that was spent for Brain Fuse that the Friends of the Library contributed, that is also, we can use that as part of our materials expenditure. So as I mentioned in past meetings, like we have to spend nearly 20% of our total appropriation on materials, and Brain Fuse will be in that category. And anything that the Friends of the Library spend on materials, we get to, that's contributing to our materials expenditure. So.
And Bob, I'm sorry, is that a
Yes.
yearly cost? the brain fuse?
It will be, it's annual cost, yeah. So we can evaluate. Also with BrainFuse, we can collect statistics about the usage.
Nice.
So we can actually, we'll be able to see how many people have been using it.
That's great. This sounds like a great thing to have.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
And I did do some ebook ordering, $2,300 worth of ebooks. It's not a lot of books, I'll just say that. The audio books, also been spending a little bit more heavily toward the audiobooks, since a lot of those, I can see what's in the most highest demand by our patrons and by the network as a whole. So I usually use that as a starting point too. Because popular items, there's such a long wait for the hold waiting. So but I think that's about it. I think I talked about our last, one of our last capital items last time, the 50,000. Maybe at some point we can get back to talking about the MBLC's
Right.
building and construction program. I did forward an email to you from them.
Okay.
Yeah, they had some kind of announcement, but that was a while ago, like a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I saw
I
it.
remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it just outlined everything that we talked about when we met with them. Basically put it into, reality. That was why we didn't really know anything about it, because it was so, there was just breaking days
Brand new.
after we met.
Right.
So it was strange to be in the meeting thinking one way and all of a sudden you get thrown a curveball there.
Right. Do you have any questions about the financial report, Beth?
I do not.
Then I will move to accept it as submitted.
I will second. I keep forgetting.
The only one that can second me tonight. So a vote to accept as submitted. Lynette Wheeler, yes. Beth Christensen.
Yes.
All right. Accepted as submitted unanimously. All right. So then now at 6:26, we move into executive session.
Okay. Executive session. 6:26.
Yes. All right. Returning from executive session at 7:07.
Okay. 7:07 p.m.
Yep. And our next meeting is scheduled for March 14th at 6 p.m. on Zoom.
Okay. March 14th, 6 p.m. on Zoom.
Yep.
All right.
Anything else?
No.
I'm good.
All right. I will move to adjourn the meeting.
I will second.
All right. Vote to adjourn. Lynette Wheeler, yes. Beth Christensen.
Yes.
All right. Meeting adjourned at 7:08 p.m.